Best rivalries currently in the NFL, Chris, who do you have?
Well, I'm going there. I am. I do think that's the best rivalry, right? It's the Kansas City Chiefs who fear nobody and back down from nobody, and the only team you feel like, I think they're a little scared of that team, or they talk tough, but they're like going home going, oh gosh, it's the Bengals this week. Is the Bengals. I mean, it's the only team that they can look at, right, to go, wait, they've gotten, the better of us a few times here. So, yeah, and then that with, of course, Joe Burrow at quarterback and, the fact that the Chiefs lost at home in an AFC championship game. Yeah, I think this is the number one hateful, important rivalry in football right now.
And look, I hate for this to be Chiefs versus this team, that team, but how do you not make Chiefs-Bills one of the top rivalries currently in the National Football League? Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen seemingly getting together every regular season and postseason, one or the other, sometimes both. That, to me, even though the Bills continue to be on the short end of it, particularly in the postseason, that, to me, continues to be one of the top rivalries. The Bills almost got their win this past year, and they're going to try everything they can. They hope the addition by subtraction, the move of Stephon Diggs, does for the Bills what losing Tyreek Hill did for the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's right. I'm with you there. I mean, it's a great rivalry. And the Bills, stand toe-to-toe with them in the regular season. They just can't seem to get it done in the playoffs. It's like the Bills have the advantage in the regular season. The Chiefs seem to go to another level in the playoffs, and the Bills can't overcome that. But, yeah, it is a real rivalry. And, maybe not the same type of fear like the Chiefs have with the Bengals, but I think there's some fear. They know Josh Allen's scary. They've seen him make magic against them. So I'm with you there. This is where it's weird, and I'm not sure where to go here. I'm a little bit conflicted, right? But I do think I'm still going to go with the Chiefs and the 49ers. You play each other in the Super Bowl 2 out of 4 years. You're a rivalry. It's a rivalry, and here's the other reason I'm going to say it's a rivalry, and I think it's gotten personal. One, like you alluded to earlier in the show, right? I mean, it's two teams that have done a great job of staying atop of the mountain and relevant and awesome, and the team's good and all that, and they believe, right? They're chippy, they're physical, all of that. The 49ers are used to bullying most teams. They can't bully the Chiefs. They can't get over the Mahomes hump, right? And Shanahan, as great as he's been, he can't beat Andy Reid and the Chiefs. I think he's 0-6 now against Andy Reid ever since he became the 49ers head coach. They played that extra 17th game 2 years ago. They play each other every 4 years. They've had to face each other a lot here in the last, 7-8 years.
He does a good job of setting the table for us with options, but I'm going off the board. This is a team, two teams, played twice last year, almost got together a third time. If the Packers don't blow their lead against the 49ers, we see Packers-Lions in Detroit for the NFC Championship. Packers-Lions, to me, we saw them on 2 Thursdays last year.
Yeah.
Green Bay won in Detroit on Thanksgiving as part of that spark that turned the season around. Packers-Lions this year must-see TV because those are the two teams I think that are going to be competing for the NFC North crown.
Yeah, I hear you. That's a good one to go off the radar on. Because they're two extremely talented football teams. And, yeah, Green Bay, as we saw towards the end of the year, they were every bit as good as the 49ers. Then, of course, we know they beat the Lions late in the year, too. So they're ready to be real deal Holyfield.
All right, one more round of the best current rivalries in the NFL inspired by this Chiefs-Bengals chatter. Chris, who do you have?
I think I'm going Eagles-49ers. I think that's where to go, right? I mean, it's a little bit like we talked about Chiefs-49ers, some of these other rivalries. It's a no-back-down factor. It goes back to the NFC Championship game and Purdy getting hurt and all the 49ers players talking after the game. If he doesn't get hurt, we would have beat you guys and all that. Then, of course, going into Philadelphia last year, beating them the way they did, the little scuffle on the sideline and all that with Big Dom and everything there. Yeah, that one feels personal and chippy. I think it's damn good, and we're going to see it again this year, which I'm going to be excited for. I guess this year it's got to be in San Francisco, right?
I don't know.
I'm
tempted to go Browns-Chargers because yesterday Jim Harbaugh and Jim Schwartz was one of the top NFL beefs, and Schwartz is currently with the Browns and Harbaugh now with the Chargers, and they do play this year in Cleveland, Chargers and the Browns. However, I am going to stick with Harbaugh. I'm going to go, and I hate to do Chiefs 4 out of 6, but I kind of hope this is the first game of the regular season. Even though division rivalry, not usually the NFL's thing to start the year, except when we were at the Packers-Bears game 5 years ago. Chargers at the Chiefs. I think that Jim Harbaugh is going to turn Chargers-Chiefs into one of the top rivalries. It's going to be the Michigan-Ohio State in Harbaugh's mind.
Right.
So it's just going to be everywhere. He's going to be obsessed with the team in red, just like he was obsessed with the team in scarlet.
Yep. Listen, I hear you. First off, let me clarify. The Eagles, I forgot, they didn't win the NFC East, so they won't play the 49ers this year. Second off, you all once again break the spirit of the rules of the draft. Best rivalries in the NFL, not what might be the best or where it's going to be. It's best rivalries right now, and that ain't one of them. You lose the draft
coming
again.
next Thursday.
Screw you. Go stick a tube up your butt, all right? Get out of here.
Tell your dad I said hi. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.